YouTube, my name is Paul. I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back to another Spotlight video. I take a look at probably the most nostalgic game for me on the Atari ST, and that's the New Zealand Story. A game that was published by Ocean Software in 1989, I think around June or July time. It was developed by Choice, programmed by Colin Gordon, graphics were done by S. Connor, music by Jonathan Dunn, and the legendary artwork done by Bob Wakelin. Again, yeah, so I suppose the story for this game for me is I bought this game without actually owning an Atari ST because my friend at the time had one. He got one for his birthday and I had to wait 3 months whilst I saved up during my sort of summer holiday job, if you like, to buy it. But in the time we both got our STs, I bought 3 games. When I think back now, I think to myself, why did I do that? I could have just put the extra, whatever it was, 60, 70 quid towards an Amiga. But I didn't, so I was quite impatient. So I bought Robocop Vigilante and this. Now the first time I saw this was in CVG magazine, which was the first multi-format computer magazine I bought. I still had the Spectrum at the time with the intention of getting the Atari ST. So somewhere towards the back of it, this was reviewed and it got a decent score and it looked really, really good. In the same magazine you had games like Vigilante. I think that got quite an average review, even though I still bought it anyway. License to Kill was the big game on the front cover of that particular issue. Another highly nostalgic game for me on the Atari ST. But yeah. But I remember that particular period well because I was doing my work experience for school. So I think I was nearly 15 that year. I was doing work experience in the bank, Midland Bank, underneath New Scotland Yard. So the least probably likely to be robbed bank in the whole of Britain. So yeah, it was a great time. I remember going to the pubs even though I was like 15, going out with the little bankers, if you like. Had a couple of bevies, which was fucking highly illegal, but it wasn't for me, it was for them. But yeah, it was great fun. It was just a really nice time. And I suppose that is kind of associating with that time. I was only doing work experience for 2 weeks, but it was brilliant. But yeah, the game itself then, it's not particularly easy to get. Surprisingly quite a difficult one to get. The ST one I've had for quite a few years now. I think it only cost me about 10 quid. It was quite cheap. Well, it probably goes for about £20 nowadays. But the Amiga version can probably go for double that quite easily. And doesn't come up as often as it once used to. Inside the box then you get 2 discs on the ST, whereas the Amiga's only got the one. You get an instruction pamphlet, which is like a little poster. Yeah, really chuffed to have it in the collection. It's definitely, well, it's probably my second favourite platformer on the ST. Bear in mind I only had an ST for 18 months, so I only really played this, Rainbow Islands and a couple of others, like Bobble Bobble. But yeah, so when I did a recent video about my favourite Ocean arcade conversions for the Spectrum, the reason that New Zealand Story didn't show up in that for the Spectrum is because it looked bloody poor compared to that. I couldn't bring myself round to putting it in there. So yeah, I played this before the Spectrum version, which is not always a good thing. And doesn't hold the same nostalgia. But anyway, that's it for that. So what we'll do is we're going to play the game as normal and check out how good it is. So see you in the game. So welcome to the New Zealand Story. As I said earlier, published by Ocean, converted by Choice. You've done a bloody good conversion on the ST and the Amiga. I thought both were very good. And like I said earlier as well, I never played this the arcade before I played the home computer version. I never used to be able to beat this game. I have beaten it with the cheat, the infamous cheat. Yeah, it's got a lovely little bit of animation there, taken straight from the arcade. I thought I'd done really well converting this on the ST. Right, let's crack on. Usual fare there. You've got your score on the right hand side, 2 lives. And oxygen, which you'll see what happens to that when I dive into some water. Every time you kill a baddie, you get a piece of fruit or something. Or a weapon. So an upgrade to the bomb. If you die, you lose your bomb and start again from the bow and arrow. Each piece of fruit's worth a different amount of points. That's pretty much it for level 1. But there are time warps. If you choose to use them, you can jump to a different level. I shan't be doing that. It heads up display, the sod all there really, just your time and that's it, lives, and that is all you got. It's a really good platformer this. Level designs can be quite tricky at times. I'm never too sure if there's more than one route through the level. A bit later on the levels get quite large. These early levels are very linear though. You can jump onto balloons or jump onto whatever those bloody things are. And off you go. Yeah, some nice little quirky pickups, like the old timer there. Everything freezes. That's the end of stage 2. I can't remember if there's 5 or 6 levels. I think they've all got 4 stages each. I can't remember for the life of me, to be honest. Right, for those who didn't know, this little bird can fly if you're bloody quick enough, that is. Ah, you sod. You keep pushing up rather rapidly, you can actually fly. But you've got to be pretty bloody rapid. My favourite weapon is the laser beam. Obviously, the more fruit you pick up, the more chance you've got of getting an extra life. Always quite important, I think, playing these sorts of games. The SD version is slightly less smooth than the Amiga version. The music isn't quite as good, but to be honest, it plays just the same. I love it. I think it's a fantastic conversion on the ST. Those little star things multiply if you're not careful as well. Let's pick up this contraption. It's a pretty cool weapon. Now I need my transport to get up there in a minute. Yeah, the graphics are pretty cool. SD version I think is only in 16 colours as well. So it's really good use of colours in this game. You can see the oxygen meter dropping now, you haven't got long in the water. Old Kiwi there with his snorkel on. I can't do it. You're supposed to actually go up, but it takes some effort. Oh, I love this thing. That is the Book of Doom. I love it. Invincibility, extra life, it's all happening here. Those birds up there look evil, don't they? Evil! Well, I'm trying to get my extra man here. And to get the extra man, you need to pick up all the letters to make the word extend. How original is that? I won't hang around here too long, though. Let's move on anyway. Time's running out. And you are timed, as you've clearly seen already. That thing used to freak the crap out of me when I first ever saw it. Bloody horrible thing. Watch out for these chaps who send a spear up where spear shouldn't be. Lots of spikes in this game as well. Love the balloons there, change colour then pop. Quite a durable little form of transportation, but not quite as hardcore as this dude though. This metal balloon. Shit! If you use a teleport device thing, you end up down there where the N and the D is. So you literally skip to from level 1 to level 4. Or stage 4 I should say. Right, about to approach the end of the level boss. Which I thought was pretty cool back in the day. You get eaten up by the old whale and off you go. Avoiding the droplets on top there. There we go, the end of level 1. It's a cracking little game this, absolutely love it. But difficulty curve ramps right up. And then becomes a pain in the friggin' arse. Bloody, I nearly panicked. Yeah, be mindful of the enemy, they do shoot things at you. So we're looking for the letter D, and he's got it! Oh yes! And we start again. What is it with games and fruit? Yeah, it's not a very responsive mode of transport, this one. It's quite slow on the old laser. Oh, nearly had one up with Jaxie. The bumhole nearly got violated then. Oh, you fucker. Yeah, they're quite dangerous. I was being a bit greedy there. Stuck out of here a minute. Yeah, that's why I couldn't really appreciate the Spectrum version. I thought the Spectrum version was abysmal compared to this. Even though the sprites and the gameplay is similar, I suppose, but it just looks diabolical being all in yellow, all in monochrome. Same tactic again I use here usually, just to try and get as many points as possible. The old time runs out. It's 4 lives, extra life under 1,000. But everything about this game breathes nostalgia, I tell you. I love it, absolutely love it. Piss off. I think I can get to the 4th level maybe? I think. Might even be the 3rd level. No. Not doing much, are you? Okay, Off we go. Shame I lost that life really cheaply, really. Ah, cheaply. Get out of it. Crap. That's lucky. Shit! Yeah, most of these levels you do need some form of transport to get around. Oh, that's close. Oh, come on! Not doing very well here at all. And the balloons do pop on the old spikes, so be careful. Ah, come on! You can do it! Oh, bloody hell, almost. I don't think kiwis can fly, can they? Can't beat the old Book of Doom. You can piss off as well, you flipping bird. Duck, whatever the hell you are. Oh, come on. Bloody invincibility down there as well, look. Too much pissing about, Paul. Come on, mate. Come on. Take no prisoners. Axe and the friggin' head. Don't want that. Bomb to the face. Ah, I need a balloon. Need a friggin' balloon. Yeah, if you try to put the duck through that little gap there, your face will be scraped off by a bit of a prickly thing. Whatever the fuck that is. Not doing very well now. My favourite weapon, that is the old bomb. Yeah, the furthest I can get is to level 3. Shit. Levels are a lot bigger now. About 10 times the size of the original levels. These underwater levels can be a little bit tricky. No! We made it! Thank God for that. That was a bit more difficult than I anticipated. Yeah, as the levels go on, they just become a lot more puzzly, and therefore a lot more difficult. Well, another life. Bloody hell, you get them quite cheaply in this game. But not a bad thing. No! Yeah, it's a bit hard. Piss off. Let's get on my tits now. Come on. Bloody hell. Be out frigging time in a minute. What is one supposed to frigging well do here? Oh, invincibility. No! Oh, what a twat. Just getting on my flaming tits. Patience, Paul. Right, I need something to jump on. Oh, there you are. Come on, dude. Come over here. Need your balloon. Nice bit of animation there on his little dangly legs. I'm gonna die if I do that. Don't do that, Paul. That balloon has almost had it. That's close. Oh, fuck off! Jeez, that was close. Watch out for that bloody thing. Oh, he's got me! The bloody veins on that. Thing still freaks me out. Bloody 30 years on. Ugh. He's fucked off the side of the screen. That was quite a difficult level. Right, I think I've only been to the end of this level once in recent times. Help! Oh, you bastard! Last life! Jesus Christ, Paul, what are you doing? Need an extra life. Time to make it at all. That's the perfect weapon for the end of this stage boss. I don't think I'm going the right way. I don't think I'm still going the right way. Help! Let's try this way. Not sure where the hell I am. Oh, really? must be doomed. I think there are different possibilities there to get to the end of level baddie, but that is my lot. Should we try back at 2.1 again? Maybe we shouldn't. Right, let's go and conclude. So, just to summarise, the New Zealand story, a cracking arcade conversion. Great job done by Choice, to be honest, for the home computers. It's a highly nostalgic game for me as well. It's got lots of cracking memories in this game. But yeah, I find it tough. It's a bloody hard game now, but it's one that keeps you coming back for more. Like I said, if you knew all the different transporters were, you can probably get through the game quite quickly, but I don't. But yeah, so if you haven't played it before, give it a go. It's one of the classic platformers. Probably a hidden gem, because not many people know of the New Zealand story, really. I remember seeing it in the arcade some years later. I think it was in a local chip shop or video shop. And I used to love it. And I used to be surprised how close the ST version was to the arcade, which is the kind of things we used to look at when we were younger, how our home computer versions fared against the arcade machines. But yeah, I'm really pleased to have it in the collection. As you'd imagine, every time I've gone back to collect or recollect or whatever, that's always been at the top of my list. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'll see you guys again real soon. So take care and bye for now.